Hi, my name is Renita. You can find me on my social media under Hello Rennie. To achieve this look of a glossy lid and a very dewy skin, continue to watch this tutorial and make sure to tune in every week for Elcie live tutorials. Make sure to comment, like, and subscribe. See ya! I want to introduce you to the Hydra Enhancer, which is her new product that just launched on Thursday. Close your eyes. So this is going to hydrate her skin while I do her eyes. I will be using Benefit Stay Don't Stray to prep her eyes. And you want to make sure that you cover the whole lid. Once you have the eyes primed, you want to set them with the powder. So what I use is the Minimalist. I'm just going to grab the same brush. We're going to start with Blank Start. And you want to go ahead and highlight the brow bone along with the inner corner of the eye. I really like using Tone Up because I just love how it looks on the eyes. And you want to go ahead and start off at the crease and then keep blending. Switching up to a different palette, which is the Tartelette palette. Below the crease is where I want to go ahead and deepen it a bit. The Tom Ford. It's called Golden Peach. Work from bottom up. So you can kind of control how much product you use. And then once you get up here, whatever is remaining on your brush, you can go ahead and blend it out. My looks are always mixed with a bunch of products. I'm going to use this one, which is called Touch and Soul, and the Stila. And you want to go ahead and dab a lot in the center. Just work your way, make sure it's blended. I'll be using the Elcie Glow Enhancer and the Pearl Radiance Primer. I use the bottom. This can be used in so many ways, so I just like how it picks up so much of the product and I don't have to go through it too much. And just grab the primer and you want to work down and prep the face, and you're avoiding fine lines too. Dermacolor Camouflage Cream. This is the 30. You want to just pick up a little bit of the corrector, have her look up. So this is what it should look like. Obviously you can go ahead and blend it out, have them look up. I'll be using Elcie Cosmetics Warm Ivory. I like to build my foundation in layers because I know a lot of people hate the whole looking like cake face, and with this foundation you can go ahead and add one layer or you can build it up. It doesn't take too much time. So I don't really waste product underneath her eye because I know I'm concealing that area and I already corrected it. So you don't really need to bring your foundation all the way up here. I'm going to go ahead and use the Tarte Shape Tape in light medium. Everyone knows underneath the eye, you want to brighten up the areas. With picking up little product, I feel like I have more control. I don't usually go beyond this area, so when I'm highlighting, it will just stay here. I have the Maroon palette. I usually mix a little bit of the cream product with a little bit of Elcie, the Elcie Cosmetics Almond, and then just mix it in. You want to go ahead and start contouring. I'm not going to bring it in all the way. You want to make sure you're blending as you go. I prefer doing it as I go and blending it. If I need to go ahead and pick up more product, then I'll go ahead and add more. But what you want to go ahead and do is just blend into her skin, and then you can bring it down. And then I'll basically use the bronzers to contour and bronze up the face and warm it up a bit. And for the nose, you can either contour with the cream product or you can use powder. I've done both, but I prefer doing powder because I have more control over it. I'm gonna go ahead and use the Minimalist. Grab a little bit of Link Start and then set underneath the eyes. So she's warm ivory. You can use medium, but I want to go ahead and just start off with light, and then I'll go ahead and add the medium one. Cheekbones. I'm gonna go ahead and pick up the medium. Just focus on defining it a bit. And then obviously you can go back and blend it out with the bigger fluffy brush. This thing sits on you nice. I'm gonna pick out the light so I can go ahead and add a bit of color into her nose. So just bring it down. I usually go a little bit below her brow bone. I don't like to add too much powder, just as long as I can define it. She has a pretty defined nose, so I don't really need to do much to her. Let me go ahead and add a little bit of warm. Blend it with your bronzer. I'm gonna be using the Nova in Mink. Have this area brushed down, so this is how it should look like. So you can go ahead and line that part. So it's gonna look weird because the hair is brushed down, but as you're filling in, you want to make sure any areas that are empty is filled with the powder. I'm gonna go back to the Shape Tape. Just go ahead and clean it up a bit. The Pro Radiance Primer by Elcie. If someone is dry, that's gonna work because it just hydrates the skin too. I'm gonna curl. Look here. Are you scared? A little. Look down. And then just coat the lashes. And then grab the second one. So this is the other lash. Look down. You're gonna layer on top. Look down this way. With the falsies and your real ones, you just want to pinch them. Look down this way. I'm gonna do a very soft shadow. So from the Minimalist palette, I'm gonna go ahead and grab Tone Up along with a bit of Warm. Because I rounded it, I just want to connect to the bottom. It just completes the look. And then for the inside of her eyes, I'm going to do a shimmery brown. It's just to line the waterline a bit. Dip into Warmth a bit. And keep it on the outer corners. Bourbon by Urban Decay. Let them have like a second to blink because then they're gonna get really watery. And you want to go ahead and just line here as well. So with the gloss, you want to be careful. The one that I will be using is by Elcie Cosmetics. Grab a bit of the product. You can do it with your fingers too, but have them look down. And then what you want to do is tap. It's just going to make it look wet. So I'm going to go ahead and highlight. Dip into the highlighter. And then with her brow bone, turn. highlight, and you can kind of blend it. I like to use Elcie's Glow Enhancer when I put on a highlighter. The areas that when you want to highlight, add the Glow Enhancer. You can already tell that the Glow Enhancer has a bit of a gloss shine to it, so when you add your highlight, it'll pop out even more. And then you can add a bit here. I like this highlighter, so I'm just going to grab this one. You can add. It's the Elcie Cosmetics Jaclyn Hill palette. Turn your head. Jante Blue in 930 Natural. And don't do like one stroke of liner. Just keep building it by doing small lines. My two favorite go-to products, I literally have tagged them on all my pictures because I just love the way it comes out, is Elcie Cosmetics Butt Naked and House of Shades in Bare. Mix the two shades. I want it to look a little wet. Going back to the e.l.f. gloss, pick up the product and then just layer on top. To finish, I'm going to go ahead and just coat the lashes. I use the Pixie Lower Lash Mascara, and I'll go ahead and coat the bottom of the lashes. I like the control of this wand too. This is the final look, but you want to go ahead and make sure you set it. I'm going to use, obviously, the Elcie Hydra Enhancer. Spray once, have them close the eyes, shower, and we're done.